back in the premiere slash finale jacket. You know what that means. We are back with Ben 10 this week. This is my Ben 10 jacket for now. I promise to get a better one in the future. Like, I think this looks pretty cool, but I think I need a customizable one. Yes, so possibly customizable Ben 10 thing. But yeah, we're back with Ben 10 this week, the season 3 premiere. Like I said the last episode, but now I've got... Please focus. Can you see it? So yeah, Ben 10 season 3 episode 1. So I've got a notepad this time so I can actually write notes down, because my analysis for these episodes is often very terrible and I often forget things. So yes, last episode was the season 2 finale, and in terms of outright action, the better finale, but in terms of a storyline, season 1 still takes it. But yeah, obviously the season 2 premiere doesn't hold a candle to the season 1 premiere. I doubt this episode will, but I'm very interested to find out what this will this premiere sit higher than the season 2 one? Possibly, because that was a hell of a finale to leave off from. So I don't know what's coming. Yikes. I know from last season, the Ghost Freak stuff is still to be brought up again. I mean, it was pretty late on in the last season that happened, but there's a lot of things from the previous 2 seasons that needs to come back. I still haven't seen Zombozo yet. I would love to see Zombozo again. It's too much to ask for Vilgax and Kevin 11 again, because they're trapped in the null void now. I don't know what the hell would go on with them. Let's just get a full episode of just Kevin 11 and Vilgax in the null void. Don't even show us Ben, Gwen, or Max. Just full episode of Kevin and Vilgax having to work together or fight each other in the null void. I would watch that forever. But this is the season 3 premiere. I have no idea what's coming, so a lot of people have been saying season 3 and 4 are very good as well, so I have mild expectations. But let's just get into the new episode, season 3, episode 1, the premiere of season 3 of Ben 10, starting now.
Yo, it is so nice to finally see you two getting along. I'll be back in a jiffy.
Wait.
They're gonna start fighting each other.
Yep. This is your fault. Grandpa only turned 60 once. You chose his birthday wish? And how's he supposed to make one without a cake that you were supposed to get? Rock, paper, scissors, on 3.
Accelerate away and just get it.
You always lose.
1, 2.
That's...
Okay. This can't be good.
I'm pretty sure that wins. Whoa. Who are you? Accelerate. First alien of season 3 is Accelerate. Cannonball, taking the place of Ghost Freak. She's got the totems. Whoa. She's got the totems that Gwen had. Ben 10,000? Is that older Gwen? Because I recognise the red eyebrows, the kitten buckle belt, and the totems. Whoa. Oh.
Okay, will someone tell me what the heck's going on here? Does that accelerate?
Looks like the work of Animo. I'll run a
Animo.
DNA analysis back at headquarters. Send them back now.
You're me? Gwen?
Nice.
I've been going by Gwendolyn since college.
Nice.
Ivy League? Do I have a master's?
Ben 10,000 may have mastered the secrets of the Omnitrix, but it still doesn't make him prepared for everything.
Okay.
There's a crisis looming even he can't solve alone.
So your way of helping an experienced hero is to get a younger, inexperienced version of himself. No.
Gwendolyn, I thought that was you.
And us.
Well, I see someone finally figured out how to work their time portal.
Grandpa!
He looks...
Now this is what I call...
He doesn't look that much older.
Seeing you two again.
Don't you still see us?
Well, I see Gwendolyn a lot.
Okay. Does it fly now? It does fly now! Flying van. Ben 10,000 doesn't seem that nice. Ben's not that nice sometimes.
Oh, no. You haven't needed my help for a long time. Just make sure you say goodbye before Gwendolyn sends you back.
Oh... I don't like this future. Oh my god, it actually is Animo. Gorilla Animo. Whoa! Is that a master control thing? Did he get master control back? What? Oh, that's a callback.
They're not pets. I don't name them anymore. Did we detect a cry for help? What galactic enforcers have arrived?
Galactic Enforcers, Tom Kane.
What about Vilgax?
Last I saw of him, I left him in pieces. It wasn't pretty for anyone. Enough said.
Whoa, I really need to lighten up.
VX, Vilgax. Oh, he looks disgusting.
Mr. Vilgax. So nice you could rejoin me.
Oh, he's getting a second upgrade. Another Vilgax episode! And he is mad! What is Gwen gonna do? Normal Gwen. Work. That'll work. Vilgax is part cyborg, so you could use that. I love seeing the new designs of all the new aliens. Well, all the new designs of the Ben 10,000 aliens.
Get your claws off my grandson.
Max 10,000. Action in this episode is awesome. Oh, Grandpa.
Where'd you get that?
A lot can happen in 20 years. Come on, let's show him what we Tennysons are made of.
Cyborg Max. I don't like that.
He may know how all your aliens fight, but does he know what Ben Tennyson can do? I just hope after all
Of course he
this
does.
time, you haven't forgotten too.
We still haven't seen normal Ben 10,000. Never. Oh yes, he looks awesome. Maybe I can play Ben 10,000 with the beard I've got going on. It's not even a beard, it's a scruff. Woo! Is that technically spoilers for later on? So is that. What is this? Vilgax has been frozen.
What do you call this guy?
I don't name. I don't know. Absolute zero.
Boring. How about Arctic Guana?
Arctiguana.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Well, thanks. Having you all here is the
Ooh, I
best
never noticed the new
birthday
Omnitrix on him.
present I could ever have.
Sorry, Ben. Danger alert. Manuvo Circus freaks are in quadrant 92J.
The circus freaks.
Hey, can't you guys see it's my grandpa's birthday? You handle it. Really? I mean, of course. Rebels out.
I know your Ben can be a major dweeb, but enjoy him while you can.
Oh,
The portal's ready.
I like that.
Another birthday party you guys gotta get to.
The 60th.
What is it?
Something I should have gotten Grandpa 20 years ago.
What?
Guys,
Ooh,
it's
present.
closing. See ya! And I guess we're gonna be ya!
Yes.
I mean, we.
The cake.
Cake. Happy birthday, Grandpa. Make a wish, Grandpa!
Oh. Who played the voices? Tara Strong, who plays Ben and Upgrade, also played Gwendolyn, the older Gwen. Nice. Adult Ben was the same guy who plays Cannonball. Okay. Megan Smith as Gwen Pretty Girl. Oh, the one who came on to Ben at the beginning. Yeah. Max and Old Max, Paul Iding, of course. Stinkfly, Spitter, and Team. D. Bradley Baker. Vilgax, Heat Blast, Steve Blum. Forearms, Exo Skull. Exo Skull, that's a new one. I mean, Spitter's also... Spitter, that would be the year. Exo Skull, Richard McGonagall. Oh, Richard McGonagall. Liam got his autograph once. Ultimos and Arctiguana, Tom Kane. I love the design of all these new aliens. Accelerate, Diamond Head, Jim Ward, Cannibal, Adel Ben, Fred, Tataskior, Dr. Animo, and Monitor, Dwight Schultz. I've got a few notes here. Please focus. Yeah, so yeah, I got a few notes here for this. So 60th Grandpa. It was Grandpa's 60th birthday. I mean, it never enters your mind how old these characters are. I mean, we know Ben and Gwen are 10 years old, so... Or are they 11 years old? I don't know, because we've had their birthday at some point in this series, I remember. Well, last season, I think. So, are they 11 now? Cannonball, not Ghost Freak, Cannonball has officially replaced Ghost Freak in the opening as the 9th alien. So that just concludes Ghost Freak no longer part of the Watch. Ben 10,000, he is a bit of a... He was being a bit of an arse most of this episode, but I suppose he just needed a wake-up call on what he used to be. Does that mean he's like at the peak of himself right now? I mean, obviously he's got to get better aliens. He's got to act more like Ben Tennyson when he's Ben 10,000, with more aliens and more experience. Gwen magic, so we got a little hint at the end of the last time Lucky Girl showed up that the totems still had a bit of power. But in this episode she had them all down her arm. It was a nice design, I think, of all the things down her arm. So she's got to get them back at some point. This episode is somewhat spoilery for what's going to come in the remainder of this series. I mean, obviously this series is not going to go until he reaches Ben 10,000, but I have a feeling most of the things that were in this episode are going to be touched on in later episodes, which I love. I love that we got this preview of what could happen in the future, and like we get the full picture later on, but then we start to get through the series from now on, we're going to get puzzle pieces to how it ends up that way in the end. Like, we're going to get Ben getting more of these aliens. We're going to get Ben beating Vilgax. We're going to get Gwen getting the totems back and learning magic. Flying van, of course, the van can fly now. Every time that van transforms, like at the end of season 1 and other times it's transformed like that, I always think it's going to fly. But now it actually does. 20 years in the future, of course it does. Gorilla Animo. That's obviously Animo is still obsessed with animals. I don't expect him to not be. Looks like he's really taking it to the next level. Like, he's just a head now in a glass tank on a gorilla's body. Did he make that decision himself, or did someone else do it? Did someone else take his head and then he made the decision to put it on a gorilla's body? In which case he would have had to decapitate that gorilla. Bit of darkness in there for you. I thought I'd add that in. You're welcome. It reminds me of Game of Thrones, the Red Wedding. The buzzer alien, the little spark plug episode in season 1, where they had that person running the town. He's like, "Welcome to Sparksville," stuff like that. Like, there goes the world's largest toothpicks. Oh, the humanity. Yeah, so that alien showed up. At least that design of that alien, that's got to be something we touch on later on. Which I love. That an episode that, so those aliens got to come back. Those buzzer aliens. What were they? Spark plug things. The ones that were always laughing and duplicating themselves. So that's got to come back at some point. And he's got to at least somehow get that alien into the Omnitrix. The Galactic Enforcers now were playing second fiddle to Ben. And they were saying it was a big world. Does that mean they don't go to any other planets now? Because they're supposed to be the Galactic Enforcers. Do they not go anywhere else now? Are they just stuck on Earth for some reason? Or is Earth the only planet left? But looks like they're going to have a more... Well, I doubt we're going to come back to Ben 10,000 ever again, but looks like they're going to have more of an active role now, well, when Ben's chilling. Vilgax in pieces. That's got to be a fight that comes later on, possibly. Maybe that's the finale of Ben 10, when he smashes them up into pieces. But it kind of confused me that Vilgax... This is the least effective that I've ever seen Vilgax, because usually Vilgax is built up as like the big boss. And he played sort of second fiddle to Animo here. Which always happens to see Vilgax. Well, I think my happiness at seeing Vilgax overrides my disappointment that he was second fiddle to Animo for this episode. He was just Animo's muscle for this particular episode, but my excitement at seeing him again, it overrides that. The action in this was bloody amazing. Almost season finale level of action amazing, because you just love a fight that takes place over a long span. If you've seen the Death of Superman animated movie, then that fight was bloody awesome, and this kind of captures that. Season 1 definitely captured that when he was fighting Vilgax in the finale of season 1. But I think this captured it not as well, but almost as good. And two versions of Ben fighting Vilgax at once. Cyborg Max, I hope that's not something we see in this series. I mean, it's a kid's show, so we're not going to see Grandpa get his arm cut off. But they can always censor it out. So, like, usually cartoon shows can do this where they reference someone getting their arm cut off, but they keep them like this. Or they keep them like this so you can't see the cut off arm. So I hope that never becomes a thing. I hope they're changing the future at this point. Because there's always that thing, like, once you see the future, either you make decisions that eventually lead to that conclusion, or you change it because you know what's coming. So please change Cyborg Max. I mean, I know it made him look awesome, and it means he could be in the fight anytime, but I'd rather see Grandpa with his arms. His actual arms. New aliens are coming. That's got to be a thing. Arctiguana, I want that to show up. Maybe it'll show up in Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, because I know in a Ben 10 Ultimate Alien there are a lot more than just 10 aliens. So maybe that can be something that shows up in that series or by the end of this series, because Arctiguana, by far my favourite design, I think. But I love the new updated design on all of the aliens, all the normal Ben 10 aliens. That's me gone through all my notes. I went through all my notes there, so hopefully that was a better analysis than what I usually give you. But I liked doing that. I'm gonna keep doing this. It was definitely a more in-depth review than what I would usually give. Only 20 years, so he'd be 30. So Ben and Gwen would be 30 at this point. Because they're already 10 or 11 now, so they're 30, 31 here. A very wholesome finish. A very feel-good finish, if you know what I mean. Just Grandpa looking sad that his birthday wasn't turning out the way he wanted, and then they came back with the cake. It was, and the birthday in the future as well. It was a wholesome finish. And then the whole thing when Ben 10,000 gave him that thing, he said, and Ben was like, "What is it?" It was like something I should have given him 20 years ago, and it was the birthday cake that he forgot in the beginning. Oh, that might. It definitely takes above the season 2 premiere. It's almost on level with the season 1 premiere. In terms of action, it's above the season 1 premiere. But how can you ever say the premiere is... Usually a premiere is supposed to be like the best episode of a show. You know what? Just because of how it made me feel and the action in it, I'm going to say it's the best season premiere so far. I'm going to say that. I loved that. Really got back into it. Because I'm not going to lie, season 2, I was starting to lose interest in the show as a whole. But that season finale and this premiere, I am back into this show. And I can't, for the first time in a long time, I can't wait for next episode. So that's it. This was the premiere of season 3 of Ben 10. So if you want to see this full length, go over to Patreon. You can watch it for $3 a month. And you can get full length reactions to also the Batman and My Hero Academia reactions for just $3 a month. Or you could watch, if you're watching this on YouTube, you could also watch the edited reaction to episode 2 of season 3 of Ben 10. That'll be for $5 a month, so you get that on early access for $5 a month. But this is the end of this episode, so until next time, we are over and out. Bye!